Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Markets to Watch from Smack the Markets for week commencing the 26th of August. So UK traders coming back to their trading desk this morning after the long holiday weekend to find, well, quite an interesting sort of chart structures all across many markets. On Friday, we had late Friday trading. We saw quite a lot of volatility in US dollar and US equity markets, and that sort of continued on Monday once the markets opened after that G7 meeting. So there's been quite a bit going on. All of the rhetoric around the US and China trade situation, let's call it, has created quite a bit of volatility there and some interesting sort of market structures for us here in early trade on this week. Now, if you like the techniques that we use to trade the markets, if you like our analysis, then please do come along and sign up to receive our free market reports. We deliver these twice a week, and if you sign up at smackthemarkets.com, you can then register to receive these reports into your inbox twice a week. Now, let's take a look at a couple of markets here that we're focusing on going into the beginning of this week. First of all, let's take a look at the Dow here. Now, the Dow Jones Future being one of our favorite index markets. If we look at this on the sort of daily chart, we can see the volatility that we've had here. Now, this has been quite interesting to sort of trade here, but if we see what happened on Friday, the market sort of rallied all the way back up here to the highs. And then over the weekend, we've had the market slip right the way back to 25,250 and then rally back up again. Now, if you have a look at this on the daily chart, this does look now like we're starting to roll over here around 25,850. If you remember, 25,850, a very big sort of key level that we've focused on a number of times. It becomes a little bit more clearer here on the 4-hour chart, and you can see that the market's sort of rolling over. It's just at 25,850 really at the moment. So here, if this continues to roll over, well, we can see that technical structure indicates we could be looking for shorter prices, possibly for a move back down here to 25,250, and that's certainly sort of what we're looking for here, and that's quite some distance there to look for opportunities in. So our preference here is short the US indices, and certainly be looking for that 25,250 to be tested again in early trade this week. Now, if we come to the commodities here, our favorite commodity at the moment here is copper. We've discussed copper and had a few trades on copper over the past few weeks. This market's developed into a nice sort of short trend from a higher time frame perspective. If we take a look at this on the weekly chart, we can see that the market's breaking down into new territory. It's looking exceedingly weak, and not a lot in the way for a continuation sort of lower, possibly not even down to, well, just below sort of 24, sort of 24 and a half, something like that. So still plenty of distance to the short side. And here on the 4-hour time frame and the 8-hour time frame, the market sort of pulled back into these sort of moving averages, back into sort of fair value zones. And if you come down to the lower time frames, you can see that we've now got sort of rather interesting sideways consolidation sort of forming here. So breaks lower, breaks underneath our pivot points here is what we're looking for to see if we can get a continuation here of short moves on copper. Now, from a Forex perspective, there seems to be sort of quite a few markets here that are looking quite interesting. One of our favorites this morning here is dollar CAD, and reason here, if we take a look at this, dollar is weak this morning, the CAD is strong. If we have a look at the weekly, we can see that broadly speaking, the market is starting to put in lower lows and lower highs. And there's a bundle of resistance where the market's sort of, or bundle of levels, I should say, where the market is currently sort of sitting. We're looking for this to continue to roll over. You can see on the daily chart that the market's sort of rolling over, the mid time frames here as well. And if we come down and take a look at the 4-hour time frame here, you can see that the market structure has had a top out here where we've tested sort of 133.5 tested this sort of 3 or 4 times now, rejected higher prices, and now it's broken the neckline here. We're into a trading window down to sort of 132, but looking at that, I think that there is possibly around 132, 150, 132, 150, 132, 200. There's a bit of a level through here as well, bit of support, but there's still plenty of distance for the market to get to capture a number of targets before the market gets down here. So we're quite happy to be looking for opportunities on the short opportunities here on dollar CAD. You come down to lower time frames, we're starting to get some reasonable trend structure starting to form here, and also good geometry as well. So there's a few markets there that we're keeping a close eye on in the trading room this week. I certainly hope it helps. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye for now.